Today, we're diving into a story that feels like it's straight out of a fairy tale, but it's 100% real. It is the story of a woman who went from the lowest of lows to the highest of highs, proving that where you start doesn't have to be where you end up. This is the incredible journey of J.K. Rowling. Most people know her as the genius behind the Harry Potter series, a global phenomenon that has captivated millions. But what many don't know is the story of the woman behind the words, a story of struggle, resilience, and unwavering belief in a dream. Let's rewind the clock. Long before the world knew the name Harry Potter, Joanne Rowling wasn't born into a world of wealth or privilege. Her early life was far from a magical adventure. Imagine this. You're living in a small, cramped apartment. It's not just small, it's run down, dealing with constant problems. The heating barely works, and the walls feel like they're closing in on you. This was her reality. She was a single mother, a role that is challenging enough on its own. But she was doing it with almost nothing. She was fighting a daily battle just to survive, to put food on the table for her and her baby daughter. Think about that for a moment. No steady job, no savings account to fall back on, just the crushing weight of poverty. She has described this period as being as poor as it is possible to be in modern Britain, without being homeless. She was relying on state benefits to get by. It was a time filled with uncertainty and fear. Many people in this situation would feel defeated, lost in a sea of despair. But in the midst of this darkness, she had one tiny, flickering flame of hope. It was a story about a young boy with a lightning bolt scar who discovers he's a wizard. This idea had sparked in her mind a few years earlier on a delayed train trip, and it refused to go away. It was her escape, her passion, and her only real possession. While the world outside was grim and unforgiving, she could retreat into a world of magic, friendship, and adventure. So, what did she do? She wrote. She couldn't afford a comfortable office or even consistent heating at home. Her writing sanctuary became a small cafe in Edinburgh. She would push her baby daughter in a stroller until she fell asleep, and then she'd rush to the cafe, order a single coffee, and write like her life depended on it. She poured all her pain, her hopes, and her imagination onto the pages of a notebook, using an old manual typewriter to draft her manuscript. Every word she wrote was a battle against her circumstances. She was a mother first, tending to her daughter's needs, and a writer second, stealing precious moments to build her magical world. She was juggling the immense responsibility of parenthood with the burning desire to finish her book. It was a testament to her incredible strength and determination. She wasn't just writing a story, she was writing her way out of poverty, one sentence at a time. After years of relentless effort, she finally finished the manuscript for Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This was it, the moment of truth. She sent it out to publishers, her heart filled with a mixture of hope and anxiety. And what happened? Rejection. Not just one or two, but 12 consecutive rejections. Publisher after publisher turned her down. The letters came back, one by one, a series of closed doors. Some said the book was too long for a children's story. Others probably just didn't see the potential. Can you imagine the heartbreak? After all that work, all that sacrifice, to be told no 12 times. It would have been so easy to give up, so easy to listen to the voices of doubt, both external and internal, and to pack the manuscript away in a drawer forever. To conclude that maybe her dream was just that, a dream, unrealistic and out of reach. But J.K. Rowling did not give up. She believed in her story. She believed in Harry. She held on to that flicker of hope that had sustained her through the darkest times. She knew she had something special, even if the world couldn't see it yet. That persistence, that refusal to accept defeat, is the core of her story. She had faced poverty, depression, and constant rejection. But she never, ever surrendered her dream. And then, finally, a breakthrough. The 13th publisher, a small company called Bloomsbury, decided to take a chance. The chairman gave the first chapter to his 8-year-old daughter, and she loved it, demanding to read the rest. It was that simple, honest reaction from a child that finally opened the door. They offered her a small advance. And in 1997, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was published. What happened next is the stuff of legends. That one book, written in cafes on a shoestring budget by a struggling single mother, didn't just sell a few copies. It exploded. It ignited a global passion for reading, unlike anything seen before. The story of the boy wizard captured the hearts and minds of children and adults alike. It became a cultural touchstone, a worldwide phenomenon. From that single book, an entire empire was born. 7 books in total, each one breaking sales records. A blockbuster film series, theme parks, merchandise, and a legacy that will last for generations. The woman who once worried about how to pay her rent became one of the richest authors in the history of the world. She went from receiving government assistance to becoming a billionaire philanthropist, donating vast sums to charities that support causes close to her heart, particularly those helping single parents and children. Her life was completely transformed. But the most powerful part of her story isn't the money or the fame. It's the journey. It's the proof that your circumstances do not define your destiny. The hard times, the struggles, the rejections, they are not the end of your story. They are just chapters in your journey. J.K. Rowling's life is a powerful reminder that with passion, perseverance, and an unwavering belief in yourself, you can overcome anything. You can turn your darkest moments into your greatest strengths. Her story teaches us that success isn't about being born lucky or rich. It is about finding that one thing you believe in and holding on to it with everything you've got, even when the world tells you to let go. It's about the magic of resilience. So next time you feel like you're facing an insurmountable obstacle, remember the single mother writing in a cafe, building a magical world against all odds. Because if she can do it, who's to say what you're capable of? Her story is not just about a boy wizard. It's about the real-world magic of the human spirit. Thank you so much for watching. If this story inspired you, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more incredible true stories. Let us know in the comments what you find most inspiring about J.K. Rowling's journey. We'll see you in the next video.